What does it mean to heal across generations, to repair what was broken, stolen, and denied? The Art of Reparations is more than a podcast. It's a global platform where truth meets creativity and memory becomes movement. We begin with ritual, opening the portal to remembrance, grounding us in the secret work of repair. Through interviews, workshops, and travel journeys across the African diaspora, we ignite healing, dialogue, and radical imagination. Here, we don't agonize, we organize. We train artists and community members to understand reparations history, spark policy change, and use our gifts as a tool for collective liberation. We gather non-Black allies, organizations, and funders to learn, unlearn, act in solidarity, and authentically walk the path of repair. We name the racial wealth gap because repair is not just symbolic, it must be material, economic, and just. From Cuba to Alabama, Senegal to Bed-Stuy, we come together to reimagine what healing looks like while disrupting any replication of systems of harm. Instead, collectively manifesting futures that honor the teachings of our ancestor, Audre Lorde Ibaye, who reminds us that the master's tools will never dismantle the master's house. This is the Art of Reparations, a portal of ritual, resistance, remembrance, rebirth. Join us. How did that experience shape your understanding of what true reparations require on both a personal and a collective level? What does that feel like? Sometimes we may be in a deep practice of it, of restoration. Sometimes it takes a minute for us to get to that practice of accountability. But think about the hard work, the anxiety, the fear, the desire to be right. And when you let that go, to create a bridge. Right. I invite you to open your eyes back open so we can have a real conversation. Michelle, thank you. And welcoming our guest. Welcoming our guest, Shawnee. Oh gosh, my my mentor. It's been so much to me in my practices as a human on this earth. And Omari, your work has truly inspired me. And learning about you just recently and all of your work has just blown us away. You all will see footage of Omari's work on part 2 of this interview. And it's just the incredible way that you caused us to think a little bit deeper about this practice of Black maternal health, this advocacy issue, and how we're using our tools and our gifts to push the narrative forward and pushing policy change as well. So I'll welcome you all both to this conversation. And I guess my first question would be to ask, how did that feel for you, that meditation, that experience? Anything come up that you want to share for us in this conversation around the repair relationships? Anything that we can learn from? Like, you go first, Amar.
Yeah, right. What came up for me? So yeah. It made me think about, really just made me think about what I need to repair and who I need to repair relationships with, and where I was at in the time of my life where I did things that were not necessarily, were against my ethos, you know. Um, so it made me just really just being thankful for discernment and for, you know, community, and also understanding that things shift. Like at those times, specifically, like there were challenges that I had that so I was, it brought me back to a time where I needed money in order to see my son. And I was doing things that I need to be doing to get this money. but it was because I needed to see my child. Just being thankful that I'm not in that space anymore to be able to do the things I need to do personally so I don't have to, put a burden on somebody else to get those things. And just learning that, and also being thankful that, because that's how a lot of people get caught up anyway, doing things for family that, just trying to survive, so just being thankful that even though I did something that was against what I really know wasn't right, I still didn't get caught up, just being blessed for that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Ooh, now I want to know what's up. What he did. What came up for me, and I'm like, are we going here to start? Gee.
Right.
So the first thing I thought about was intimate partnerships, where I showed up with less than the energy, the commitment, the purpose that is part of my life and leadership, because I'm a leader in intimate partnership too, co-leading with someone to have a relationship be healthy and whole. And I've had relationships in my younger years where I have to repair for myself for choosing that, and then also repair with other people. I've been in relationships where there was infidelity on my part, been cheated on by the other person, and that's where Spirit said to go in this moment. And there was a time in my life where I was like very committed to going back and telling on myself because I got away with it. And I remember when I did, it could be dangerous doing that too. Not for me, but the person was like, "Oh, really? Let me go check this person." I'm like, that was like years and years ago. They ain't care. So that, because I am about exposure for expansion, and the repair for myself is like putting myself out there energetically, to be engaged with more than one partner, to have unhealthy exchanges with more than one partner that damaged my energy and my spiritual depth and vibration. This is for somebody, because Lord knows I'm like, I don't want to be saying this, but this is for someone who will view this. So whoever that is, let it go. Forgive yourself. The other thing that came up for me, and I'm like, wow, Lord, I worked for the state for 5 years at the Office of Alcoholism and Substance Abuse Services. And I had a supervisor in my last year of employment there that I could not stand. And I would be arguing with her all the time because she would be criticizing my work. And before that, I got all these accolades and awards for my work, and just, it was a weird energy. And, her being